can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her max. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike Spot. Set. 18. Let's go. Hey, got tight left. 3 out.
Watson on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Stills the intended target. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Switch. Switch.
Check 15. Check 15.
924. Let's go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check 31. Check 31. 25.
Check 33. Check 37. Check 37.
To throw is Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Keep him.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He gets it to Thomas. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After one, 17-7 is our score. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson. And Robinson with a big catch. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 17. First down, Texans.
Come, baby. Check.
On first down, it's Watson. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Check. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Alert! These babies cry all the way back home. Kill. Turn up. Keep it hard. 44, Mike, come to the floor. Watch the blood, Mike, say 55.
Watson just beating the play clock. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. But now it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Thomas has got it, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Let's go, baby. At their own 11-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Off play action. Herbert looking deep for Gabriel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 31. He's checking.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Jack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Switch. Kill.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward, his second sack of the night.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. After the sack on first down, Watson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Switch it. Switch. Get it.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Back to throw. Herbert. Finding Gabriel complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're going to see me in your nightmare, son. You're going to see me.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Go! 18, hey, Delta. 41 from up. Deep river.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Freeman again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, Johnson. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Herbert. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check 26 in the pass. Check.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now it's Freeman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one completes a read. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
50, plant. 41 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, exit. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Off play action. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We go. 30 base. Check 41. Go, go, go. Topper, fire.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st down, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. To throw is Watson on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On third down, Herbert, he's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. Alert. Let's go. We got this. 44.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On third down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here we go with Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Looking to throw. Watson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 2nd and 10, Watson going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Here we go again.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Herbert. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. On first down, it's Freeman. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Be tripping.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Bang, bang, bang.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammate.
They will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down, Texans.
54.
Watson on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, and it's third down. Again, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Check. Lucky. 44 at the mark. Check.
To the air yet again, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different